I want to talk about something that might make you uncomfortable. Jesus said, if you try to save your life, you will lose it. But if you lose your life for his sake, you will find it. That is not poetic exaggeration. That is the gate. And a lot of modern faith wants the benefits of Jesus without the death of self. But Jesus never invited people to decorate their old life with spiritual language. He said, "Follow me." Jesus told a story about a man who found treasure hidden in a field. He did not add it to what he already owned. He sold everything to buy that field. Why? Because the treasure was worth more than everything he was losing. Paul said the same thing. Everything that gave him achievement, status, confidence, and identity, he counted as loss compared to knowing Christ. Not because it was all evil, because next to Christ, it could not compare. That is surrender. It is not pretending your life has no value. It is seeing that Jesus has greater value. The first disciples left nets, boats, businesses, and familiar futures. They did not negotiate a safer obedience. They followed. And then they walked in power. Not just arguments, not just religious language, power, authority, boldness, lives changed. We ask why we do not see more of that today. Maybe the answer is that God has not changed. Maybe we still have too much we refuse to release. Power follows dependence, and dependence becomes real when your backup plans stop being your God. Now hear this clearly. We are not saved by surrender as a work we perform. We are saved by grace through faith because of Christ, fully, freely. But grace does not leave you untouched. Paul says we will stand before the judgment seat of Christ. What we built with our lives will be tested. Some will receive reward. Some will watch everything burn. Saved, but with nothing to show. That is not a flex. That is a warning. So here's the question. Have you found the treasure? Not just doctrine, not just church identity, not just Christian language. Him. Because if you have found him, surrender stops looking like loss. It becomes the only sane response. So do not just agree with this. Ask yourself, what am I still trying to save? My comfort? My reputation? My control? My secret sin? My plan for a life Jesus never asked me to protect? Lay it down today. The cross is not a one-time symbol. It is a daily death. And that death is the doorway to resurrection life. He who has ears to hear, let him hear.